James Gunn is taking over DC. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, and my non-binary friends, welcome back to Let's Talk About It, a series where I just choose things to talk about. We talk about it. It's that simple. Today we're going to talk about DC and really James Gunn taking over DC and the changes that they're making. Usually for these videos, I'm not usually playing a game. I'm just having like my webcam up and I'll put in like pictures or whatever. But that's a lot more work than me just playing a game. So I'm just going to play a game and then talk to you guys. Let's get into it. Okay, so for anybody who's not aware, James Gunn was hired as like, I don't think it's like CEO, basically the head of DC for the live action stuff, not the like comic books. And he's kind of clearing house in a way. One of the most notable things he's done is he's removed Henry Cavill as Superman, which we'll talk about in a bit. He's also nixed a couple of their upcoming projects like Wonder Woman 3 and a Batman Beyond movie that will have starred Michael Keaton, which honestly sounds super cool, but I'm sure DC would have fucked it up somehow, so I'm okay with them not doing it. Now about the Henry Cavill thing, Cavill, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Also, let me say this, I don't know how long, I don't have a script in front of me, so I don't know how long this video is going to be really. It's just going to be mostly me rambling, and it's going to really be up to how long I can play this game for. But yeah, so Henry Cavill is no longer, nice start. Henry Cavill is no longer going to be Superman, which I have mixed feelings of personally. I liked him as Superman, and I really like him because he had a passion for the character. Whenever somebody has a passion for a comic book character, I'm always like, all right, I like this person, I'm down for this person type shit. I mean, I just missed every shot. Good lord. I do feel bad for Henry. Mr. Cavill. I don't know how to say his last name, because like I said, he had a passion for the character. He really wanted to play the character, and now it honestly kind of feels like he didn't really get his chance to play the character. Get the fuck out of here, please. You know, he did Man of Steel. He did you know, Batman v Superman, Justice League. And then, I mean, if you want to count him as the cameo for Shazam, you can. I don't know if that was confirmed to have been him. And then, of course, he's in the sorry, spoiler alert. He was in the post-credit scene for Black Adam, which is what really got people excited because we hadn't seen him in forever. But also, like, here's the thing, right? The DCEU has got to be one of the most just like what the fuck is happening projects in the last few years. It has to be. Not even just from like a comic movie's perspective, just like a movie perspective. Because here's this franchise, right, that's supposed to have spawned off, started off with Man of Steel, the first time we saw Henry as Superman, and then, you know, we get Batman v Superman, then we get Wonder Woman, we get all these other movies that were spawned from that universe, right? But things just didn't make sense. It's like, I mean, everything was just dark for no reason, in my opinion. Like the Henry Cavill movie, Man of Steel, not my favorite thing in the world. I just like him as Superman, but it felt just really, really dark for no reason. I know they were following like Zack Snyder's plan, so it kind of is what it is on that front. But it just didn't. It wasn't good, man. That's just like the best way I can put it. It just wasn't good. You know, not my cup of tea. I didn't like most other movies. That was a good shot. I'm dead. But Man of Steel started it all, and I mean, DCU has just been a mess since its conception, honestly. Characters who don't really, like, while the casting seemed good as far as like the actors, characters don't really act like who they act. Like the way that Batman was written in Justice League to this day will be just one of the greatest crimes of a comic book character ever. Like the people who wrote him like that, I want words, because why? I will never get over it. I don't not like you. The f dude. Henry Cavill is no longer going to be Superman. Wonder Woman 3 is axed, so there's probably a good chance that Gal Gadot is no longer going to be Wonder Woman, which, I mean, I'm not heartbroken by, but Wonder Woman, the first one was good. The second one, 1974, was a movie that happened. There's also some like stuff that they're keeping, which is kind of weird to me, and that's also, but it would still be within the DCEU universe, because it seems like he's cleaning house, right? Like he's getting rid of all the remnants of the DCEU universe, which makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. They're trying to restart, and they need to restart. Like I said, I hate that Henry Cavill will no longer get the chance to portray Superman, but that universe had to go, man. It just had to go. But there's some movies they're still keeping. So they're still, looks like they're still doing the Aquaman 2 movie. They're still doing Shazam 2. Looks like they're still doing Blue Beetle, which is interesting because it's like the other ones you can make an excuse for, like, okay, these are the last ones for that universe, but like Blue Beetle it's gonna be like an origin movie for him. So, I mean, they're gonna start a movie about a character who's no longer gonna be focused in the, I don't know, that was a decision made. And then they're also doing the Flash movie, which I just don't like. I understand there's been a lot of people who are like, you know, the Flash movie was already made, and even with all the Ezra Miller craziness, you know, it's already created, it's already money wasted, so then you should go ahead and try to get something back. My thing about that is this: I absolutely understand that perspective, but I would understand it more if like Ezra Miller's shenanigans had happened like after the filming of the movie started, because the first one didn't. The whole thing with him like strangling some kids or at like an amusement park for some weird reason, that was 2020. The movie Flash didn't start filming until 2021. I don't think it was like a full year, but those were 2 different years. But you know, y'all still decided to keep old boy. Like, y'all could have, he was only in 1 movie. You could have easily recasted him and nobody would be like, oh man, you know. But I think also part of the reason is because the Flash movie is supposed to be Flashpoint, which is gonna try to reset the universe, I guess, in a more writing manner versus them just like scrapping everything. At least that's the impression I get. I might be wrong, but that's my read on the situation. I missed multiple times, but me personally, I'm not gonna watch it because of all the bullshit he did and the fact that they're just kind of letting him get away with it. That's just me. That's just how I feel personally. Oh yeah, let's talk about James Gunn. Let's talk about James Gunn. So James Gunn, for anybody who's not aware, he is the man responsible for the 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies. But yeah, we're supposed to get that third one, and then he also directed the second Suicide Squad movie, which was definitely the better of the 2 Suicide Squad movies. In my opinion, I don't think either were that great. The second Suicide Squad movie was definitely better than the first one. It's my personal feelings about him running things. Hey, he's obviously got a background in creating these superhero movies, so you know nothing will be new there. I think he's gonna do a good job, and really what kind of makes me excited about him, man, I think he's gonna give us some characters we haven't seen yet. So you know, depending on how Blue Beetle does in theaters, I can see them choosing to like keep like that character, that actor. But I'm assuming, you know, how well the movie does, it'll determine if they decide to kind of like keep him in the way for the DCU. Like me personally, I would love to see first and foremost, I want to see a Static Shock movie. I really do. I don't understand why we haven't gotten one. I mean, I do understand. I really want to see I want an R-rated Justice League Dark. I think Justice League Dark would be fire. I really do. So I think James Gunn, with the whole like Peacemaker series, him taking such an obscure, not that well-known character and giving him his own series, which is actually pretty good, albeit kind of weird, but you know, pretty good. Am I just that dog shit? I'm that dog shit. Another one I would like to see that Batman Beyond movie. Maybe not. I think it would be cool if they did have Michael Keaton, you know, playing the older Batman. I don't know who I would have playing Terry McGinnis though. That I'll have to leave it to you casting gurus for that. I think we can definitely get some cool characters, some new characters that we haven't seen yet. I think the thing about DC, man, and this is really where the rant starts for me. All right, so I'm 27, right? I turned 27 this year. I grew up on. Can we not do this, guys? It helps. It helps when we're not stuck in there. But like, if you grew up, so if you're like me, you grew up watching Justice League Unlimited, the Batman animated series, Superman animated series, Static Shock, Teen Titans. You know, a little bit later down the road, we got Young Justice. We got that Green Lantern show with the CGI animation that I wasn't a big fan of, but I really liked the show. And so you're like, with all of these things, especially with them, you know, it happening when most of us are kids, they should really have us by the throats. But they should have, like, the success that Marvel has seen was really, like, it should have been DC's. Like, and I genuinely mean that. Like, I love Marvel. I really do. I love Marvel for, you know, since Avengers, but like the successes they've been having, DC should have been having, and that's not just with Batman. Okay, we you know, Batman's gonna do good regardless. Oh yeah, that's another thing about Batman. I saw something that said they need to leave the Michael Reeves iteration of Batman alone, and they need to do another one. I think a Batman should be a part of the like connected universe of DC, but Matt Reeves' Batman is going to probably have a tone that's so separate from the rest of what they're going to be doing in the DC universe that I just think they should leave it alone and just let him be. Yeah, it's really frustrating to think like we grew up on these great DC shows and animated movies, and they just cannot get their shit together. Like it's legitimate. Like they didn't just fumble the bag, right? Like I'm putting my controller down. They had the bag in their hand. Like imagine it's a money bag with the little cartoon money bag with the money sign on it, right? They had that bag. Then they proceeded to pile drive that bag, curb stomp it, light it on fire, and still telling themselves that they were doing a good job. It blows my mind. But all that to say, I really do have high hopes for James Gunn taking over DC. I haven't had hopes for them in a really long time. I'm excited for the change. I'm excited for them to have a director, or not just a director, but someone in charge who seems to like they would give a fuck. Like honestly, like it's not just a cash grab for him. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about DC in the comments below, man. I'm excited, but I'm cautiously aware because I know what they've done in the past. But I hate that Henry Cavill got removed, but I understand the play. I do hope they can bring him back, maybe in like a Kingdom Come kind of a thing. That would be sick. Missed that shot. That was terrible. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I'm looking forward to it personally. I really do hope they do a great job. Stay safe, stay blessed, all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.